I want to use this opportunity to sincerely give my utmost gratitude to the management of Falaah FM for giving us the opportunity. And this is something that we've been looking forward to. Although we have started this program some time ago, but due to some issues, we could not continue with it. But now we're back, and then we are ensuring that the program continues till the end of time, probably. But it is a journey that we want to take, and our gratitude goes to the management of Falaah, and we are looking forward to having a more collaborative environment and also a hospitable relationship between Smart Professional College and Falaah FM radio. So, as I said, I am Malik Nyang, the communication officer of Smart Professional College, and then our discussion today, or our comment to Falaah today, will be centered on thematic issues that we would like to enlighten the audience, especially listeners of this very noble radio, on what Smart Professional College does, also some of the programs that we offer, the services, and most importantly, how can one get enrolled? And after getting enrolled, how can you benefit from the programs that we offer in ensuring that we build a country that understands or whose population understands digital literacy to their fingertip. So with me today in the studio is Alimatu Jaju, our marketing and sales associate. I also have Aminata Jeda, our intern for communication and marketing, who will also be responsible for some of the media issues that we will be handling. So quickly, allow Alimatu Jaju to briefly introduce herself to the listeners of Falaah. Alima, you are welcome to the program.
As Malik just said, I am Alimatu Jaju, the Sales and Marketing Associate of Smart Professional College. Thank you.
All right. So, I believe today this cover, although we are 3 in number, but I believe it will be mostly centered between us in ensuring that we have a very quick, not just quick, but a very fruitful discussion in relation to what Smart Professional College does. And thank you so much for introducing yourself. Could you tell us your responsibilities at Smart Professional College as marketing and sales associate?
Okay, thank you once again. As a sales and marketing associate, my responsibility is to initiate sales and marketing campaigns to promote our products and services of my professional college. It also includes planning, advertising, events, organizations, content distributions, and other marketing activities designed to enhance the college's brand and increase enrollment or customers. Yeah.
All right. When you talk of this part, it is very, very important, especially understanding the fact that if you can actually offer 100%, but you cannot communicate what you can offer 100%, people may not trust your services. And there's a famous saying, you have 100% skills, but let's say your communication skills is 10 over 10, and your let's say your skills is 10 over 10, but your communication skills is 2 over 10. The way you communicate, if it is 2 over 10, it means that that's how people will judge your skills, which is already 10 over 10, but they will not believe it because you cannot communicate it well. So that is why that marketing aspect is very, very important. Does that include like going to schools or your posting? Like, can you talk about more on that?
Of course, going to schools is one of our marketing strategies. We go to different schools within the combos, and also we advertise on our social media platforms like TikTok. We have Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Yeah, which we have been doing every year, and then also our students help us with a lot of bringing a lot of customers to us, students, because when you are doing something good, your product or your services sells itself. So Smart Professional College have been outstanding in activities like that or in marketings like that, especially with our students. Yeah.
I don't want to cut you, but I think that is very, very important because you said something that is very important, which is if you provide good services, the services, like example, your college sells itself. And I believe that is very important. And that's where Smart Professional College has been built on when it comes to giving out quality education to students. Obviously, if every student that goes home will recommend the college to another friend or to another colleague who will want to come and then experience the same thing. And I believe this is also what applies to the school visit campaign, where we roll out career coaching program, not just marketing, of course, but career coaching program. And I believe this scholarship aspect is also very, very important.
Very important.
Every school that you visit, you let's say do some giveaways where you offer scholarships to students. I think that is also is very important.
Including a lecturer too.
Good. And a lecturer, like 2 students and a lecturer. So that tells the fact that you are not just going there to get their student, but also to give back to community. And thank you so much for that.
And
If you want to add something,
yeah,
please.
and also usually everybody can say we are good. Everybody can say we are good, but
Why is that?
because any institute that you go to in the Gambia right now, whatever you ask them, they will say that I'm going to give you the best services. But as I already said, our students are doing the marketing themselves. We are doing, the marketers are selling, they are advertising, they are doing a lot out there in the media, in locally, and let's say online activities, doing a lot of things. But still, our students are helping in terms of not just helping out, because we build that relationship with them in a way that not just in terms of services, but when they are out there, they tell you what Smart does for them and how it helps them in their careers. So I would like to use this opportunity to thank our students who have been helping us, and a baraka to all of them. Yeah.
Okay, now let's look at the career perspective. Like, let's say, how do you talk to students? Because we are talking about students. Now, how do you meet with students with different career prospects, or let's say different prospective students? How do you convince them to take your course? How do you talk to them, to convince them that they have to do your course, which is digital literate? I think that is also very, very important.
Yeah.
Looking at the different prospective students that we have.
Yeah, as we already said, we do our marketing strategies within the combo area schools, even in markets or communities. We visit and sell our products and services, but usually what we emphasize on is that no matter what you're doing in this group, you need technical skill. And then if you're talking about technical skills, you have to have an outstanding skill that will put an impressive that the.
But I want to understand that, for example, if you go to schools and then you meet with different categories of students, in student schools study different kids, let's say art, science, commerce, or to technical geography, and then you want to make them understand that irrespective of this thing that you're doing, you still need digital literacy. I believe this is the concept.
Yeah.
So making them understand it, I think it is very fundamental.
Yeah.
And as you say, making sure that they know, let's say for example, somebody who is studying art and wants to be a communication specialist, or wants to be a journalist, or wants to be a lawyer, or so on, telling them that, well, even if you want to be a communication specialist, most of your job, you're going to do it using computer. So therefore, you need to be digitally oriented.
Within the globe, not just the Gambia. that you will want to do without that doesn't require technical skills?
Well, it will be very difficult. Even if you want to be a gatekeeper, there are electronic gates now. Gates that require remote control. So I believe there's no excuse. And that reminds me of something, because the last time I went to a career coaching program, it was more like a school visit. A student asked me whether he needs, digital literacy skills if he wants to be a carpenter or a tailor or something like that. Then I was like, well, you need it more than anyone else, because when you talk about the vocational system, especially in the Gambia, if you compare 20 years, let's say 15 years ago, in a particular community, you can count the number of tailors. Let's say if you go to, for example, let me use Nema as an example. If you go to Nema, 15 years ago or 20 years ago, you could count the few number of tailors that are there or that were there. Compare it to now, the number of tailors that are actually residing or working in Nema. You see that the gap is very massive. There are lots of tailors around communities, in lots of communities and everywhere in the world. Now, what should you do? What do you have that others don't have? Or what can you do that others cannot do? That will make you outstanding. And that also keeps you on track, especially when it comes to your marketing. So that's where digital literacy comes in, because let's say you are you are a tailor, you sew a very nice fabric, and then how beautiful it looks, you snap it and you create, let's say, your own Facebook profile or Instagram profile. You share your services there. You share some of the products, the finished products that you already have on those social media platforms. Somebody that is in another continent can see that kind of a product and then say, oh, bobo nyata la, hana yiri bi nyata la, dafa rafet. And then you bargain. Then you agree on a price and then you make it. You are not limiting yourself within the community that you are in, but you are even exploring outside of that community.
Not only that, even the manufacturers, they build these machines that requires technical skills, technical know-how to operate your job.
That is very important. And sometimes some of them may require digital. Not all of them do, but some of them may require digital knowledge for you to be technologically oriented, especially when it comes to the health sector as well. So I believe that is very, very important. Now, quickly, let's talk about, because since we are talking about courses, let us be more specific and talk about some of the courses that Smart Professional College offers, especially some of the most popular courses that we are offering. Can we talk about that?
Let's say, because in Smart Professional College, when we enroll students, but their career goal first. You understand?
It's very important.
Their career, do you want to be? And then when you complete this particular program, where are you heading to? Which is very important. Most of them usually start with the foundation, which is the most famous, and then you have the IC3 and other advanced IT courses. But before going to those advanced courses, I would like to emphasize on the foundation and the IC3 program.
Okay.
The foundation is usually...
We're talking about IC3. What is IC3?
IC3 means Internet and Computing Core Certification, which is a global standard IT, globally recognized. Let's put it like that.
Okay, all right. So does it have, you said Internet and Computing Core Certification? Like you have 3 C's there. We make IT3. Oh, I get it now.
And then... And that's the reason why it is called IC3.
Okay.
And as it is globally recognized, we come up with the international certification. It is conducted at Smart Professional College itself. Yeah, without stepping on in, you do your program, everything, and then you'll be certified, internationally certified. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk deep into the IC3 program. Because if I want to study IC3, because I know, for example, there's a difference between just, let's say, IT, information technology, and IC3, which is the Internet and Computing Core Certification. But let's talk about the domains. If I want to study IC3, what is expected of me to learn?
Okay. When you're talking about technology, you just don't. It covers a lot of things, not just how to operate a computer, but even how to communicate. Let me just mention some of the domains that we have in that particular package, which is the technology basics, digital citizenship, information management, content creation, communication, collaboration, safety, and security. We talk about
But it's that you are counting like 7 domains
7 domains indeed
in one model, in one program.
in one program indeed.
Okay.
So IC3, just the technology basic. Let's say the content creation is where you will find the Microsoft Suite as the Word document, Excel, PowerPoint, and ILCS and other Office sheets.
Okay.
But nonetheless, you have the technology basis, which gives you the access to know how to access and navigate between the digital environments. You understand?
Okay, I am seeing it very clearly.
Yeah.
But talking about technology basics, we focus mostly on, let's say,
That is just one domain.
yeah, in the technology.
In the technology.
Let's say learning about the hardware, I don't know, software, computer components, and so on. Maybe when you talk about communication, because you cannot excel in today's digital world if you don't understand communication.
Yeah.
Because communication, it's not just about what we talk between me and you, but also how we interact online, and why we must interact professionally and correctly while being online. I think that is very, very important.
Yeah.
That's why one of my friends would say the difference between IT and IC3. Like, for a quick example, you will look at it like a driver and a mechanic. You know, a driver can drive a vehicle. A mechanic can mechanize the vehicle. At the same time, they can drive the vehicle.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. But a driver, probably you need to go to a mechanic to repair the vehicle. So IT will be the driver, I guess. And
And the IT3 will be both the driver and the mechanic.
yeah, indeed. So I think that is very, very important. So then that for that reason, especially when it comes to the international exam, we talk about in the international examination. Is it compulsory?
It is compulsory. At the end of every IT program, let's say IC3 program, you're at the end of the program, you'll not just be internationally certified, but you'll be prepared for that particular exam.
Okay, so once you do the IC3 program, in each level, let's say you finish the certificate level, which is level 1,
Yeah.
you will be prepared to
do the international exam.
for level 1.
Yeah. Before doing the exam, you'll be given a two weeks training to be ready for that international exam, and then which is conducted at smart professional premises.
That shows how, let's say clearly, that Smart Professional College is an internationally recognized institution when it comes to health, because I know for sure that there's also domestic accreditation, because we are accredited by the National Accreditation Center, which is NACA.
And then
So having the two legs is very, very important. Nationally recognized and internationally recognized. So I believe that is very, very important. And then knowing how important the IC3 digital literacy is, one should not hesitate to do it, because I always say that studying IT is not an option. It is not an option, because we are living in a digital world, and as we move forward, things will keep evolving, things will keep changing, and they will change in a way that if you do not have technical knowledge, it is going to be a problem. You will find it very difficult, very hard to survive in today's modern world. So that is why studying IT is not an option. And I am very, very happy that the government is taking steps in ensuring that we eradicate the system of making IT an option at the basic level, at the grassroots level, which is primary, junior, and senior secondary school, because everything should start there. If you build students from the basic level, when they graduate, let's say if they want to go to colleges and universities, they will be focusing on the advanced courses that probably you are going to mention next. But the IC3, which ends at the advanced diploma level, should be done by everyone. Everyone. So you're going to school, it has to be imparted into the educational system. It has to be part of the curriculum where you have to do it, not optional, but compulsory. And I believe when we have that, when you graduate and you want to further your education, then it becomes easy. That is why you see university graduates coming back to do IT, because they go to a particular job interview where they ask about
their technical skills.
good technical skills, and they could not provide any. And then it will lead to them, going back and then doing it. So if you just do it alone, you're not going back again. You will just move on. Better late than never. I understand that concept, but if you start it on time, it becomes much more easier for you. Because even if you take a quick example during the in 2020, what happened again? The coronavirus era. Good.
That was 2019.
2019. The coronavirus era. 2020, 2020, yes. COVID-19. Maybe COVID-19. Good.
19, of course.
So during the coronavirus pandemic, our education system was shifted online. School going children were sitting at home, probably sitting on their nice sofas and having the class, watching television and have their classes. University students were having their classes, through video applications like Meet, Google, Google Meet, and then Zoom and so on. But you realize that students struggle, even teachers and lecturers struggle. Why? Because we never prepared for such occasions.
Yeah.
That is why it's important for us to prepare ourselves. Now, we may not know what is happening in the next 5-10 years in the Gambia. I hope that nothing bad happens, but you always have to prepare yourself. Now, if you go to schools, classrooms, they are sifted. There are some schools you don't see chalks there. You see markers. Other schools you are seeing smart TVs, smart boards there. So that's how the world evolves, and you need to align yourself with that modern world. Then once you are done with that, you will just focus on other advanced courses, which I would like you to mention, maybe briefly some of them, and then we take a short break.
Then we go into the advanced courses.
Yeah.
The IC3 is an hybrid learning platform, which you can access online anywhere you are, as far as you're having internet connection. So there's nothing like, usually, sometimes some parents wonder whether their kids are actually going to school. With the access of internet, through the means of technology that we are just talking about, people are accessing internet everywhere in the Gambia right now.
At home, anywhere, even in the street, yeah.
So,
and that's what you need to access the ICT.
The IC3 platform. Okay. So with that, there will be no doubt that child have been going to school, and at the end of each program they do, you will see the completion of this date that they start and the completion date on that particular platform. Wow. So IC3 is an outstanding program.
Okay, and we will try our best to have another episode, probably that will be focused on the IC3.
Of course.
Let's quickly mention some other advanced courses that Smart Professional College.
Okay, from IC3 we have MOS.
That is
the Microsoft Office Suite, and then you have which is the professional, and then you have the CompTIA IT, which deals with the infrastructure of computers. You have A+, which is about repairing and maintenance, and Cisco. Cisco has 3 sets, which has the IT support technician, the Cisco networking, and the cybersecurity that Smart is offering. And then we also have graphics, and we have videography, and we have even QuickBooks. So we have been venturing in a lot of courses, but soon we'll outline some new courses, inshallah. That
those are already rich courses. I just want to remind listeners that you are tuning into Falaah FM on 107.2. Let's just take a quick break, and then when we come back, the program continues. Welcome back, listeners of Falaah FM. You are tuning into 107.2. And this is Malik Nyang, your host of the SPC Our Show. With me here today, Alimatu Jaju. ñu ngi doon wax fi lu am njëriñ si wàllu Smart Professional College lu ñu fi wax bëri na waaye lu si comme pour summarize ko rek mu gàtta ñu waxtaanee fi comme lan la Smart Professional College di offer soo xoolee ICT bu ñuy def muy Smart si boppam li muy def mooy jàngale ci wàllu computer bu ñu waxee loolu nag mooy dañ toll si jamono boo xamante ni ku nekk da nga nit pour am xam-xam ci wàllu computer ndax liggéey boo xelaat rek wala liggéey ak bu mënti doon dina la gën a sa liggéey dina gën a yomba su fekkee ne understand nga naka ngay opérater computer moo tax rek ñu gëm ne si jamono boobu lañ nekk te ku nekk daf ko war a mun a am daanaka loolu moo nekkoon tey suñu tànk pour waxtaanee ko te tam soo koy ut doo ko mën a utee feneen foo xamante ni muy gën fii di Smart Professional College ndax dañ am international certificate yoo xamante ni nekkul rek si Gambia bi fii lañ ko recognize waaye foo tukki ak moom tey si àddina bi xàmmee nañ ko because it is internationally recognized mu nekk bu ñoo wax IC3 Global Standard 6 yaa ngi gis ne kon loolu am solo la but moving forward xaw ma ndax mun ngaa use let's say 1 minute pour nga summarize lu mu si waxee in Mandinka.
Okay, teo ning te ate si de ha bawa dute.
Aywa gën man nga bu dab bi laaka man ka si yow laa ko dégg.
Ade nag loolu comme looy wax noonu rek de si olof xaaral ma jekkali boobu noonu tamit because nga ne international certification boobu noonu bu ñoo joxe si suñ student yi soo ne certificate ñëpp mun nañu am certificate waaye skills yi tamit yoo xam ne dañ leen ko di jox is compared to nowhere so loolu laa bëggoon a wax si olof balaa may dem si soose bi.
waaw loolu moom leer.
Salaamaaleykum mbaadi mandikol yo ntolle bijal bali jam Alimatu Jaju ani Malik ani Aminata Jeite ka Smart Professional College la kumu fale min denta IT la fannola Smart Professional College mbe Kairaba Avenue opposite Comium mbe wa fanno min ji kam mulla wala computer ti anala kumaya hadama dun sa foko sai ita fenkino la mbe jamano min kono without imang technical ponko sota skill soto nama bade ko mu tele ba nama te kaka wala wote so momo lafta IT kala mbe ya marla purena Smart Professional College glare mi alon ko ebe skill soto la ebe confidence soto la ibe kayita kendol sotola ni ya lonko amanke Gambia da mare a suute barkabo dunia fannata min certificate to suute tata jele so ala barka bake kon ngam fa dam man sidanol fanan ntanyina lela dawda ibe dawda mbe tentula mbe jayila because ntol kan na kol kele bari ay tol fanan ibe ekela support di mollale ya barka bake.
I think you should thank me. You should thank me for pausing it to speak Mandinka. All right. Thank you so much. That was a very insightful explanation. Because there is no time to actually talk about all the points that that I actually want us to discuss. We will just quickly shift to the last point, which is very, very important. And if time permits us another time when we come, we will actually delve into some of the issues that we have not talked about. So I want to know, can you tell me or talk about, because going to school is very important, but life after graduation also matters a lot. And I don't think the issue of students graduating and sitting at home will help them, because normally people go to school for two reasons. Or let me limit it to myself. I was going to school for two reasons: to get the required knowledge and also to live a better life. And I cannot live a better life if I don't have a job.
Of course.
So if there any way Smart Professional College is supporting or is guiding students when it comes to their life after graduation?
Of course, we have been doing that. We usually visit a lot of schools, giving them career coaches coaching, sorry, and which some of them brief questions about their career goals, and then we help them or guide them through it. Not just in Smart Professional College, though you need the technical skills. You cannot go without those technical skills. But knowing your roadmap to your career is very important, which we also take very seriously. We don't joke with that. So Smart Professional College have been doing that.
So apart from, okay, I'm sorry to cut you, but apart from the career coaching program, do you have, let's say, that physical placement, that physical internship that your students normally benefit from? Or let's say, do you have, let's say, courses? Because I'm not sure if, I think you mentioned something like communication.
Yeah.
Those things that actually give students that edge when it comes to the workforce or when it comes to their job search.
Well, for the workforce, that's where Smart steps in by giving them the skills, the knowledge, the zeal, and which helps them to build the respect from their peers and increase confidence and increase marketability. So we also give them the internships within Smart and other institutions, working institutions.
Because I do understand.
A lot of students have benefited from those kind of.
So it's like
yeah.
it's like a memorandum of understanding, an MOU that Smart has with other institutions where, let's say, after graduation, you will be sending some of these students to these institutions so that they can have they can have experience, you know, in what they've learned theoretically in school. I believe that is very important because when you train people, it is not an obligation that you must find them jobs. You must look job for that. It is not an obligation. That is not on you. But it's a way of showing how good you are, and it is a way of showing why you are the best. When students graduate and then they sit at home, it feels differently.
Of course, it hits different.
But sometimes the stigma, sometimes
The stress.
the too much thinking, the stress, it becomes a problem. So that is why I believe it is important for you to support them when it comes to these things. So I believe that is very important. And then I'm not sure if you can quickly summarize that in Mandinka, and then we find a way to end the event, because to end the program, because I'm just alerted that we have few minutes, 3 to go.
Okay, Mandinka again. Yung body manding ko kami fonum damma walen ko Smart Professional College mandang ko ka skill sol ning service sol diala bari fanan kan student hol fanan dul ma ko ile kay ka opportunity dila pour ye do kol soto dulal to taring anim fanan because ni woli yo fenko soto le memorandum sotole malam bakal nyadi le mandinga kamal ni yo badi ya sotole pour un student ol kalta kila skills ol execute fanang mandinga kamal bina kol yalla ngul demande bari nkana student ol mako ele e ka fintile e kata dulal to tare e ka du ke andung jama most of the time ni tata internship le ki ka laban ki employ le ya tandila ko ila skill sol det ya tabake ala baraka.
All right, thank you so much. Quickly, let's use 1 minute to I think I've already introduced Aminata Jeta, who is our newly, our new intern for communication and marketing. She was also a product of Smart Professional College. She actually did her entire tertiary education so far with Smart. So Aminata Mungonyo, like, can you quickly in 1 minute tell us your experience with Smart Professional College?
I'm JT. I just want to share a few things about my journey in Smart. It was a big period, and I can attest to that. Like, Smart is the best institution when it comes to technology. I successfully completed level 1 level 2 and 3 at Smart Professional College, where I built a solid foundation in both business and information technology. During my studies, I specialized in business communications and through business communication, I developed a strong public speaking, professional writing, and effective interpersonal skills, essential for the corporate environment. The Confia ITS programs equipped me with fundamental IT knowledge, including computer systems, software applications, and basic networking and digital literacy. My academic journey at Smart Professional College not only strengthened my technical and communication skills, but also shaped my confidence.
So contest. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Aminata. Our time has been totally exhausted, but I will quickly want to thank the management of Falaah once again for providing us with the opportunity, and I hope this fruitful relationship will continue for a very, very long time. We will be having this SPC hour show every bi-weekly. That means if we have it this Thursday, we will skip the next Thursday, and then we'll have it the upper Thursday. So to all listeners, you can always expect us bi-weekly on Thursdays from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. It is entirely dedicated for Smart Professional College and programs. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much, Falaah. Thank you so much to my guests, Aminata as well as Alima. We have an amazing discussion. This is your host, Malik Nyang, and then we look forward to seeing you again another time. Thank you.
Inshallah.